for just a few more minutes while I went to do something, but I guess that's not going to happen. We're just going to go straight into it. So, yesterday we read about Elisha promising food during the famine, that it would be sold. He promises to this man who questions him. He prophesies that he will not receive it, but rather he will die. And in chapter 8, Jehoram restores the Shunammite's land. And then Hazael and is with Ben-Hadad, who is about to die. And Elisha knows he's going to die, but he says he's going to live for whatever reason. But Hazael is predicted to go evil against Israel. And then another Jehoram reigns in Judah, and Edom breaks away from Judah, and Ahaziah is next. And there's lots of war and evil in Israel. So chapter 9, we're going to read Jehu reigns over Israel. So God bless you all. Welcome in. May the Lord speak through me in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, folks, let's start. Jehu reigns over Israel. This is chapter 9. Now Elisha, the prophet, summoned one of the sons of the prophets and said to him, "Get ready and take this flask of oil in your hand and go to Ramoth Gilead. When you arrive there, then look there for Jehu the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Nimshi, and go in and have him get up among his brothers and bring him to an inner room. Then take the flask of oil and pour it on his head and say, 'This is what the Lord says. I have anointed you king over Israel.' Then open the door and flee, and do not wait." So the young men, the servant of the prophet, went to Ramoth Gilead. When he arrived, behold, the commanders of the army were sitting, and he said, "I have a word for you, commander." And Jehu said, "For which one of us?" And he said, "For you, commander." Then he got up and went into the house, and the prophet's servant poured the oil on his head and said to him, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, said. I anointed you king over the people of the Lord, over Israel. And you shall strike the house of Ahab, your master, so that I may avenge the blood of my servants, the prophets, and the blood of all the servants of the Lord at the hand of Jezebel. For the entire house of Ahab shall perish, and I will eliminate from Ahab every male person, both slave and free, in Israel. I will make the house of Ahab like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah. The dogs will eat Jezebel in the territory of Jezreel, and no one will bury her." Then he opened the door and fled. Adam and Jay Crawford, God bless you both and welcome in. So, I'm back in Kingsville, folks. Yeah. By the way, folks, stay tuned, because you're about to see me in a few more. You're about to see me more often on Team S.O.S. Alongside Adam, of course. You'll see what I mean. But first of all, what is everybody's plans for the Super Bowl? Let us know. And Bill, welcome back and God bless you. All right. Now Jehu went out to the servants of the master, and one said to him, "Is everything well? Why did this crazy fellow come to you?" And he said to him, "You know very well the man in his talk." And he said, "It is a lie." "It is a lie? Tell us now." And he said, "Such and such he said to me, saying, 'This is what the Lord says. I have anointed you king over Israel.' Then they hurried, and each man took his garment and put it under him on the bare steps and blew the trumpet, saying, 'Jehu is king.'" The background makes it look like you're in a restaurant. Oh, yeah. The bricks. And, well, not the bricks, but the blocks. And we have the curtain there. And we have these lights, of course, which does make it look like a restaurant. Whew. In fact, I am on a table, but this is more like a, what do you call it? Like a meeting room sort of setting, I would say. In all seriousness, though, this is called the lobby. Hey, we got Metro. Welcome back, and God bless you, Metro. Bill says, what version of the Bible are you reading from? NASB, New American Standard Bible. It's Silence of the Lambs. Indeed it is, Metro. The lambs are hushed. They're being hushed by all the worldly devils. The king will come back one day, and he will in turn silence them. Just you watch. I'd like to follow along. By the way, key to entertainment? Well, funny you say that, because I first named that channel that Team S.O.S is currently on the window to entertainment. Believe it or not, of all things. Little Mommy, God bless you and welcome in. So that way viewers know what we're delivering. Entertainment. Yes, entertainment. I'm kidding. I figured you were. I figured you were. I know you too well. Okay. So, yeah. Entertainment, of course, but also incorporate God into the equation, and you got a successful channel. Even if it's not as viewed as you would like, it's going to be successful. All right. Jehu assassinates Jehoram, or Joram. So Jehu, the son of Jehoshaphat, the son of Nimshi, conspired against Joram. Now Joram, with all Israel, was defending Ramoth Gilead, or Ramoth. I've been saying Ramoth Gilead for all this time, but I'm probably wrong. Against Hazael, I got that name wrong as well, king of Aram. But King Joram had returned to Jezreel to have himself healed of the wounds, I can't speak, which the Arameans had inflicted on him when he fought Hazael, king of Aram. So Jehu said to the other men, if this is your intent, then let no one escape from the city to go tell about it in Jezreel. Then Jehu rode in a chariot and went to Jezreel, since Joram was lying there recovering. And Ahaziah, the king of Judah, had come down to see Joram. Now the watchman was standing on the tower in Jezreel, and he saw the company of Jehu as he came. And he said, I see a company. And Joram said, take a horseman and send him to meet him and have them ask, is your intention peace? So a horseman went to meet him and said, this is what the king says, is your intention peace? But Jehu said, how is peace any business of yours? Turn and follow me. And the watchman reported, the messenger came to him, but he did not return. Then he sent a second horseman, and he came to them and said, this is what the king says, is your intention peace? Bro, that history has already happened. I know it's happened, but nevertheless, since this is the order that the Bible came in, I'm going to read it that way. I don't know if I'll remember any of these historical things in this Old Testament, other than, of course, Moses, Ezekiel, Samuel, David, the prophets, and the kings, Josiah, Hezekiah. I was going to say Nehemiah. I like and little mommy like and. Oh, thank you. You going to read the Quran next? It takes place 600 years after the New Testament. 600 years? Wow. Interesting. Subscriber. Oh, thank you, little mommy. God bless you. Sure. Maybe, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. After I finish this Bible, I'm going to take a break just to, catch up on stuff and let my mind relax and focus on other things. And then I'm going to read the Catholic version of the Bible, the the NAB. But maybe you also got to read the Torah next too for Jewish viewers. Isn't the Torah basically the New Testament? Or Old Testament, I mean? Isn't it the Old Testament? And when I do read the Quran, I'm going to examine it and say what I believe, what I think about it, whether or not you have to read the big scroll that's in the Torah. I hear zombies. Oh, it's just a bunch of girls laughing and having fun. That's all it is. I can't blame them. They're together in family and harmony. Anyways. And Jehu answered, "How is peace any business of yours? Turn and follow me." And the watchman reported, "He came to them, but he did not return. And the driving is like the driving of Jehu, the son of Nimshi, for he drives furiously." Oh, Christian, God bless you and welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy February. And I think next year is going to be Super Bowl on Valentine's Day, 2027. And it's going to be the first Super Bowl on ABC/ESPN since 2006 or 2005. Yes, I think it's 2006. It was played in 2006, but for the 2005 season. Happy Christian! Little mommy is happy. Okay. Then Joram said, "Get ready." By the way, I choke. And he made this chariot ready. Then Joram, king of Israel, and Ahaziah, king of Judah, went out, each in his chariot, and went out to meet Jehu, and found him on the property of Naboth the Jezreelite. When Joram saw Jehu, he said, "Is your intention peace, Jehu?" And he answered, "What peace? So long as your mother Jezebel's acts of prostitution and witchcraft are so many." Great to see you, Cesar. I had a great day at the Automotive Show. How was that? I was in Houston driving yesterday to pick up my dad, and I saw Auto Boat event at, I think it's at NRG Stadium. Do you have a cup of water next to you when you read? You don't want to have a dry throat. I choked on my own spit. So there's that. Well, I think I have. Hold on. Give me just a moment. I think I have a bottle of water. Oh yeah! Here it is. We got a bottle of water. All right, folks. Lay bottle of water. It's no longer bottle of water. It's bottle of water. Oh, bottle of waddle. Question we have an automotive show too in our city. Wow. You too? In Winnipeg? That's crazy. Is it fun? It was a lot of fun. I took pictures, yes, at NRG. Okay. Yeah, I saw it on the billboard sign, or not the billboard signs, the traffic signs. NRG auto boat event. It used to be two separate shows, but then they joined forces and combined them into one show. Wow, that's a Hawaiian punch of bottle of water. Yep, it's called Botter of Waddle, or Waddle Botter. That's what I'm calling it. I'm probably going to forget, but... Yeah, sorry, Metro. I've decided to delay it. I lost interest in that. I figured, what's the point? I'm just gonna wait until next year. Sadly, we ate at Cheddar's on West Park in the Beltway 8 and had some amazing buffalo chicken tenders. I want some buffalo chicken tenders. Who knows? Maybe they're better than Wingstop. By the way, for streaming content, Hardcore Crocodile game is getting popular. Hardcore Crocodile game? What is Hardcore Crocodile game? That sounds like a naughty game. It's a toy crocodile where you press the teeth, and if you press the wrong one, it bites you. It's a toy crocodile. Okay. But instead of toy teeth, it's needles. Now, we're going to use toy teeth. It's a lot safer. I would say they're on par with Wingstop. Both of them have delicious tenders. Oh, that's good. We have Wingstop in Toronto. How is Wingstop over there in Canada, in Toronto specifically? As I read, Jehu assassinates Ahaziah. When Ahaziah, king of Judah, saw this, he fled by the way of the garden house. But Jehu pursued and said, "Shoot him too in the chariots." So they shot him at the ascent of Gur, which is at Ibleam, but he fled to Megiddo and died there. Then his servants carried him in the chariots to Jerusalem, and they buried him in the grave with his fathers in the city of David. Now in the 11th year of Joram, the son of Ahab, Ahaziah became king over Judah. When Jehu came to Jezreel, Jezebel heard about it, and she put up makeup on her eyes and adorned her head and looked down through the window. As Jehu entered the gate, she said, "Is your intention peace, Zimri, the master's murderer?" Then he raised his face toward the window and said, "Who is with me? Who?" And 2 or 3 officials looked down at him. Buffalo Wild Wings, oh man, saucy. So they put lots of sauce there. Understandable. Fun fact, on Antonio Swad founded both Wingstop and Pizza Patron. Wingstop, if I'm not mistaken, was founded in Waco, I think, and is now based in Georgia, from my understanding, if it's correct. I want to try Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is where Riley used to work. I have not seen him since then. Or seen her. Man, I keep getting that mixed up. I keep saying the wrong thing. Does Buffalo Wild Wings has location in Canada? It's only in the States. Oh, that's not good. Buffalo Wild Wings is so big, it should be able to go to Canada. Oh well. Um, Fun fact: Christian's presence makes people smile. I wish I made people smile all the time. When I'm in a position of authority, nobody likes me. I have to leave. I have low battery. Go in peace and seek the Lord, little mommy. Thank you for watching. Now go charge your battery before it dies. And Roar Capital, who owns Buffalo Wild Wings, one owns Wingstop as well. They IPO'd Wingstop and eventually sold the stake to the company. Aw. And, oh, speaking of Riley, we've got Coast to Coast. God bless you and welcome in. How's your day, Coast? Yeah, we were talking about another Riley, or I mentioned briefly, who this Riley is a girl who I saw only 3 times, and I never saw her again. Thank you. Anytime. Coast found me. Coast found my channel. Praise the Lord. Good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing great. Even though I got only 5 hours of sleep because I was binge searching Jamie McDonald. Man, I wish I could see Jamie McDonald at Cedar Park, Texas. She's going to play there, but first she's going to Dallas on a Thursday 19th, I believe. And then Cedar Park at 20. It comes as no coincidence on the anniversary of January 30th, 2009 that I had a great weekend. Years later, no, I didn't see her, but I still had a great time. I mean, yeah. I'm the same way, you know. I get easily attracted by the right kind of person. And yeah, you look like you'd be majoring in political sciences. How do I pronounce your name? Cazell 1.9. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but God bless you and welcome in. I'm bad at politics. If they made me president, I'll probably make the United States go bankrupt. I'm just telling you that. I am not a person who is capable of leading a country. Messages held for review. What? Oh. Yeah, we gotta keep it PG, folks. Keep it PG, and everything will be all right. All right. Jezebel is killed. Then he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood spattered on the wall and on the horses, and he trampled her underfoot. When he came in, he ate and drank, and he said, see now to this cursed woman and bury her, for she is a king's daughter. PG 12.5, or 12/5. So they went to bury her, but they found nothing of her except the skull, the feet, and the palms of her hands. Therefore they returned and informed him. And he said, this is the word of the Lord, which he spoke by his servant Elijah the Tishbite, saying, on the property of Jezreel the dogs shall eat the flesh of Jezebel, and the corpse of Jezebel will be like dung on the face of the field in the property of Jezreel, so they cannot say, this is Jezebel. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, because... welcome in. How's your day? So yeah, that's chapter 9. Oh, S.O.S. radio. Is you play? What else? If I could read your mind. If I could read your mind. Um, Out of Adam's songs, I would put, personally for me, not because it's necessarily the best, but I like listening to Isolation. They make you feel isolated in this world where you don't belong. Thank you, Chris. I assure you I shall no longer transgress, so therefore I permit you to resume in watching children. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kindness, my friend. I'm going to be reeling an Is You Playing remix album releasing. Okay. I die inside when I hear myself in that song, LOL. Who knows? Maybe I could sing that song myself and, we could redo that song if you want. Or we could just leave that song in the abyss. Jim, God bless you and welcome in. What are aiding? Oh, we're reading NASB Bible. We were reading chapter 9. Were you able to check out the old Christian rock group Petra? I think I checked that out briefly before I ended that stream when you showed me. I can't recall exactly how it sounded, but I did check out a little bit. And LFYL, looking for you. Oh man, I forgot how it goes, but looking for your love, looking for your love. I forgot the lyrics. Same to you, Christian. Do you have an email? Yeah. Yes. What you could do is you could go to my YouTube channel profile and see if there's an email, but hold on a second. Let me get my computer. Today's song of the day is Jamie McDonald, Left It in the River. Hold on, Ashley, I got you. God bless you, welcome in. But first, what's your purpose for requesting this email address? Let me catch up first with some of these comments. I'm not sure if they exist anymore. They probably don't, if I had to, or maybe they do. They just changed throughout time. Where are you at? I'm at a lobby inside of my dorm. I presume a library of sorts. Yeah, I'm inside of a lobby inside our dorm here in our college. Oh, I see. Yes, I have the same question myself. The cross. I want to email you about something private. Actually, how about instead hold on, Ashley. I got you. Let me just paste this Discord in. So, Adam. I noticed you had sent me a message. I'm so sorry for missing. Ashley, what are you majoring I'm going to be majoring in electrical engineering, folks. Um, sorry. How about how about this, Ashley? If you have Discord, what you could do is you can tap into the Discord and you could find me there. And then look in the server for Gypsy. That's my username. Oops, sorry. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's what it is. It's just a reply. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So, what you could do is you add this Discord, and you can find me right there. Just type in where it says search server awk gypsy, and we could chat in there. I'm gonna paste it in YouTube. So you could search there if you like. And he is doing them physics up in that college, boys. Oh, you betcha. I went through University Physics 1 and 2 back in Victoria College. And after that, I was able to transfer here to Kingsville. And I'm going to finish up. Boy, random signals was probably the toughest of the bunch. Well, at least for now. Right now, we've got stuff like digital logics design, and apart from digital logic design, network analysis. Right. Where is, oh, there it is. Okay. I was never the best in math. No shame. I was great in math until Algebra 2. After that, I struggled with calculus and such. When will you get your degree? Not this year, but next year. I'm sure not that bad at math. Well, praise the Lord. He gave you that ability. It doesn't work. What is your email? Hold on. Let me see if I can put my thing here. For business inquiries. email, YouTube, this business. Hold on. Wait, are you sure it doesn't work? Try again. You can do it on, if you have a Discord account, you could sign in there. Oh well. We'll see. Community moderation. User management. Sorry, give me just a moment, Ashley. I'm just trying to get this to work. I highly recommend Discord, though. It's a lot more, it's a lot easier to access for me. But hold on. Add YouTube. Email to YouTube profile. Okay, YouTube Studio, customization, and then okay, here's what I'm gonna have you do. Go to my profile. You should see it now. So, what is your email address? Hold on. So, to go to my email address, go to my YouTube profile. Okay? And then, I'm not sure if it shows the About page or more, but in the description, you'll find my email. You should see it. You might have to do a CAPTCHA or something, but you should be able to see it. All right. Sorry, folks, I got sidetracked. Chapter 9 is Jehu is anointed as king by Elisha. And the Lord wants him to set the house of Ahab on fire and watch them burn. And then Jehu assassinates Jehoram or Joram, the king, and then what else? He also assassinates Ahaziah as part of the wrath of the Lord against the house of Ahab. Do you see? Oh, by the way, Jezebel is thrown down and killed, and they're buried, or she's buried because she was daughter of a king. So yeah, chapter 9 is basically the Lord's wrath on Ahab for what they have done on the house of Ahab. Hold your horses. We'll continue in just a moment. I'm just checking something quickly. All right. I think we're all good now. Okay. Jehu. Okay, so we're going to read chapter 10, Judgment upon Ahab's house. Right? So, here we go. Now Ahab had 70 sons in Samaria, and Jehu wrote letters and sent them to Samaria to the officials of Jezreel, the elders, and to the guardians of the children of Ahab, saying, "And now when this letter comes to you, since your master's sons are with you, as well as the chariots and horses, and a fortified city and the weapons, select the best and most capable of your master's sons, and seat him on his father's throne, and fight for your master's house." But they feared greatly and said, "Behold, the two kings did not stand firm before him. How then can we stand?" Are my comments working, by the way? Now they should. Okay. And the one who was in charge of the household, and the one who was in charge of the city, and the elders and the guardians of the children, sent word to Jehu, saying, "We are your servants, and everything that you tell us we will do. We will not appoint any man king. Do what is good in your sight." Then he wrote a letter a second time, saying, "If you are on my side and will listen to my voice, take the heads of the men, your master's sons, and come to me at Jezreel about this time tomorrow." Now the king's sons, 70 men, were with the great people of the city who were raising them. When the letter came to him, they took the king's sons and slaughtered them, 70 men, and put their heads in baskets and sent them to him at Jezreel. When a messenger came and informed them, saying, "They have brought the heads of the king's sons," he said, "Put them into heaps at the entrance of the gate until morning." Now in the morning he went out and stood and said to all the people, "You are innocent. Behold, I conspired against my master and killed them. But who killed all these? Know then that nothing of the word of the Lord, which the Lord spoke concerning the word of Ahab, or the house of Ahab, shall fall to the earth. For the Lord has done what he spoke through his servant Elijah." So Jehu killed all who remained of the house of Ahab in Jezreel, and all his great men, his acquaintances, and his priests, until he left without a survivor. Ashley, you don't see it? Interesting. All right, before I get to you quickly, can you explain more or less what you need to message me about? And also you have to, what you have to do is when you select view email address, it's going to tell you to do a CAPTCHA. It's going to tell you to submit, and then you click on submit, and then you should see it. Okay? And it's going to say, I'm not a robot. And then you should be able to see it. And click on submit again, and then you'll see it. I'm not sure if it works on your phone, but surely on desktop it should work. All right. Then he set out and went to Samaria. On the way, while he was at Beth Eked of the shepherds, Jehu encountered the relatives of Ahaziah, king of Judah, and he said, "Who are you?" And he answered, "We're the relatives of Ahaziah, and we have come down to greet the sons of the king and the sons of the queen mother." Then he said, "Take them alive." So they took them alive and slaughtered them at the pit of Beth Eked, 42 men, and he left none of them. Now, when he had gone from there, he encountered Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, coming to meet him. And he greeted him and said to him, "Is your heart right, just as my heart is with your heart?" And Jehonadab answered, "It is." Jehu said, "If it is, give me your hand." And he gave him his hand, and he pulled him up to him into the chariot. Then he said, "Come with me and see my zeal for the Lord." So he had them right in his chariot. When he came to Samaria, he killed all who remained to Ahab in Samaria until he had eliminated them in accordance with the word of the Lord which he spoke to Judah. And then Jehu destroys Baal worshippers. And then one more section after that. Then Jehu gathered all the people and said to them, "Ahab served Baal a little. Jehu will serve him much. Now summon to me all the prophets of Baal, all his worshippers and all his priests. And let no one go missing, because I have a great sacrifice for Baal. Whoever is missing shall not live." But Jehu did it in deception in order to eliminate the worshippers of Baal. And Jehu said, "Proclaim a holy assembly for Baal." And they proclaimed it. Then Jehu sent word throughout Israel, and all the worshippers of Baal came, so that there was not a person left who did not come. And when they answered the house of Baal was filled from one end to the other. And he said to the one who was in charge of the wardrobe, "Bring out the garments for all the worshippers of Baal." So he brought out the garments for them. Then Jehu entered the house of Baal with Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, and he said to the worshippers of Baal, "Search carefully and see to it that there is here with you none of the servants of the Lord, but only the worshippers of Baal." Then they entered to offer sacrifices of burnt offerings. Now Jehu had stationed for them 80 men outside, and he said, "The one who allows any of the men whom I bring into your hands to escape shall give up his life in exchange." Okay, I hear you, Ashley. I'm going to type it in once, and then I'm going to have to delete it. All right. And it came about as soon as he had finished offering the burnt offering that Jehu said to the guard and to the roll officers, "Go in, kill them, let none come out." So they killed them with the edge of the sword, and the guard and the roll officers threw them out and went to the sanctuary of the house of Baal. They brought out the memorial stones of the house of Baal and burned them. They also tore down the memorial stone of Baal and tore down the house of Baal and made it as a latrine as it is to this day. Let me know if you already got that. And when you say you've already got that, I'm going to delete it. So Jehu eradicated Baal from Israel. However, as for the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, into which he misled Israel, from these Jehu did not desist, including the golden calves that were at Bethel and at Dan. Yet the Lord said to Jehu, because you have done well in performing what is right in my eyes, and have done to the house of Ahab in accordance with everything that was in my heart, your sons to the fourth generation shall sit on the throne of Israel. But Jehu was not careful to walk in the law of the Lord, the God of Israel, with all his heart. He does not desist from the sins of Jeroboam, into which he misled Israel. In those days the Lord began to cut off pieces from Israel, and Hazael defeated them throughout the territory of Israel, from the Jordan eastward, all the land of Gilead, the Gadites, the Reubenites, and the Manassites, from Aroer, which is by the valley of the Arnon, that is Gilead and Bashan. And Jehoahaz succeeds Jehu. Now, as for the rest of the acts of Jehu and everything that he did in all his might, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Jehu lay down with his fathers and buried them in Samaria, and his son Jehoahaz became king in his place. So the time which Jehu reigned over Israel in Samaria was 28 years. The word of the Lord. Praise be to God. All right. Ashley, do you have that email written down? Please reply. This is a powerful sword because it brings down the temple of a false god. Yeah, it does. Now, the thing is, though, Jehu still had these golden calves. And eventually, he didn't, after all is said and done, he didn't really walk with the Lord. I sent you an email. Okay. Thank you. Oh, okay. Where are you gonna? Well, I'm not gonna read it out loud, but I'm just gonna read it on the screen. Where are you guys going to be live tonight? Gathering night. I've been watching you for the rest of the night. Do you go live, and what time do you go live? I go live at a random time. Sometimes I go live at 9 or at 10 or 11. So it's not specific. Now, they like to me to know God, and I'm supposed to tell you. I don't know if God in your lives, if that's okay with you. I appreciate if you're reading this and Yeah, we'll pray. We'll pray for your friends. Indeed. Yeah, we got that email. Thank you very much. What was that? Sorry, I'm just reading this email. Discussing something. Okay, here's what I'll do, Ashley. I'm going to answer your questions via the email. Thank you for your email. Once I finish summarizing this, I will get this sorted out. But essentially, what happens, Jehu is going to destroy. Hold on. He's going to, destroy all the Baal prophets, those false prophets of a religion that is no good. And Ahab was given the wrath of God. So Jehu destroys the worshippers of Baal, and he cuts off their stuff. That's what happened. Despite that, Jehu does not walk in the Lord's ways, but nevertheless the Lord was able to use him as a means to take down one big false religion. So that's what happened in chapter 10. So chapter 9 is Jehu kills all the people of Ahab, and then he takes down, in chapter 10, the Baal worshippers. Idolatry is mentioned in the Bible, and God always has a judgment ready for those who worship them. Oh yeah. This is, all those things that, all those sins that Christian has listed are no good. It's like, we have idolatry, which is believing in witchcraft, having some sort of iniquity that separates you from God, and stubbornness. You're putting something else above God. And if you think about this, not even a sin, not even about sin, I mean to say, but if you put God lower in the priorities, how can you expect him to come through for you? Think about that for a second. We may sin as part of human nature, but we should never allow the sin to take priority. Yeah, that's a gateway for the devil to control you. And if the devil controls you, you're in trouble. Confess sins and do better to fight sin off. Yeah, I got your email. It's going to take me a little bit to respond to it because hold on just a second. Do not ignore me. When will you reply? Today, tomorrow, when? I'm replying to you right now. I'm just trying to read it all at once. It's going to take a little while, but I'm going to get to you in just a moment. Oops. Yes, I will keep it private. I'm just trying to read all of this. When you have time. Okay, so since you requested to keep this private, here's what we'll do. I'm not going to pray within the live stream, but I will pray in private. What I'll do is maybe I'll step aside to pray for you, or I could pray after the stream. Also, never read any gospel that denied the divinity of Jesus and his status as the Son of God. Yeah, that would be the... Was it the NIV? Okay? The NRSV, perhaps. There's other Bibles that say, and the Word was a God. We understand. That 100% do not trust the NIV translation. Man has modified God's words so much in that version. That's right. That is something that the evil folks of this world will do. Yeah. I hear KB&J Corpus Christi um, you pull up verses from the NIV. Anytime I hear a press, I immediately tune them out and don't listen to them. What? Oh, flash warning, just James and Love. God bless you and welcome in. I will do first is look at those verses. And John, the blue hat guy, and Alexander Torres, God bless you, welcome in. We were just reading the NASB Bible. That's what we were doing. I'm sorry, I'm over the place. I'm not too worried which Bible version you read or prefer. My only worry is if anybody ever tries to get you to read the Quran or Mormonism, for example. Metro really wants me to read the Quran for some reason. He really wants me to read the Quran and the Torah. God bless you on your journey in reading the Bible. God bless you too, Faith Prevails 22 and John, the blue hat guy. Both of y'all. Every one of y'all, folks. I'm almost done, Ashley. It's not the best for us. It's not the most detailed response, but I responded as as much as I could. We had someone here who told me to start reading the Quran when I told him some of the wrong principles it teaches. The guy told me to be quiet, to put that guy in time. Yeah, I remember that. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Quran tells you it's okay to lie. Hello, ma'am. How's your day? God bless you. Green thumb. And welcome in. John, that blue hat guy, can I become a moderator? Not yet. But if you stay for the ride and, you know, and if I see you're fit to be a moderator, then for sure. But right now, not yet. Hey, says John, the blue hat guy. God bless you. Again, the fact that he told me to be quiet, so I blue wrenched him. I told him that I'm mod, he doesn't tell me what to do. Yeah, some people can be pretty nasty. I really like seeing all these new folks joining us today. Yeah, that's how you can tell it's going to be a great stream. State of dread. I 100% believe if anyone ever tries to make you go astray from the gospel, Satan is working through that person. Sorry, I did not mean to make that noise. For everyone joining in, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a stream or upload. Thank you for joining us, and God bless. That's correct. Yeah, thank you, folks, for tuning in. God bless y'all. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I please go to this chat and tell them to us so that we may help you, or so that the Lord may help you, rather. I think when I start hearing Jamie McDonald desperate, I think from now on I'm gonna be in a state of crying. Just when I listened to Crazy for You in 2022, I cried on the bed for 2 hours. I might cry the next time I hear Desperate. Desperate is the only song I hear from her that KSBJ plays. There's also a song called Left It in the River. I left it in the river. Oh man, I missed out on the tickets, but I still want to go see her anyways. I don't know how that's going to be possible, but I want to make that I want God to make that happen. Maybe I see her somewhere in Texas. I don't know. I really want to see Jamie McDonald. I hope I spoke. It would be so amazing if she joined us in the stream randomly. Oh man. Maybe God knows that will happen soon. I don't know. Oh man. If that would have happened, I would freak out. I would be having a Christian moment. Hey, oh, sorry, John. Again, I used to watch your videos. They were logo videos or something. You have become a religious YouTuber, so yeah, you've changed a lot over the years. Yeah. Georgia Public Broadcasting, they gave me 3 copyright strikes over 3 logo videos that I, uploaded. So, yeah. After that, I said, no more logos. No more logos. And instead, I would just focus on other stuff. April 1, 2019, April Fool's 2019 at Memorial City Mall. How are others able to upload logos without getting copyright strike? Logos are all over the place on YouTube. Well, I was able for the longest time to upload. Yeah. Oh. Well, it is what it is. Instead of saying what you just said, I say this. Hey, the Lord knew what he wanted me to do. And instead of doing logos in he had me go through this transitional phase of, going to, ew. I'm sorry, but I must say this. I'm not a huge fan of the song "The Lord Will Provide," and it's not so much the lyrics. The lyrics, and it's always nice to see the lyrics, but I cannot stand the vocals there. Something about the vocals just makes me underwhelmed, unsatisfied, and disappointed, and aggravated. The lyrics, though, are not a problem at all. It's just how they did the vocals. I'm sorry that I had to put that down, but it's not one of my favorites. All right. Anyways, what I was saying in terms of logos is they didn't give me copyright strikes until Georgia Public Broadcasting did. They gave my first one a few months, and then in February of 2020, which was right before COVID, they gave me 2 copyright strikes and terminated my channel. Thankfully, I was able to get a hold of Georgia Public Broadcasting and, upload again. I was able to get them to gypsify my channel back on YouTube. I prefer old school Christian music from the 2010s. When Christian music started getting more modern, I personally felt they were becoming worldly. Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you're saying. Some of the music sounds familiar to, what's it called? To pop. Or it sounds like in fact, Can't Steal My Joy sounds a lot like, what was that part? Stargazing by Miles Smith. Hey, dude, I know I effing hate creatives. I'm just gonna say effing just in case. Just in case the YouTube tries to get me for that. YouTube has turned a lot more evil. And now they're striking, they're taking out, yeah. How many of y'all heard of Kevin Leonardo? I do not recommend, if you have not heard of him, do not look him up. You're not going to like it. I hate creators abusing the copyright strike to make them feel better. It's a problem. Yeah, it's sometimes companies, and sometimes it's just trolls. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're good. You're good, John. I know what you mean. And, my friend Adam, he was doing a stream on a place called Omegle. Well, it's actually pronounced Omegle, just people don't pronounce it that way. But he got taken down because he didn't even know there was going to be a moment of nudity, and it was an accident. And they took him down automatically the next day. So, what else? Oh yeah, that Kevin guy. Let's just say that he crosses the line by a million. I think pop music is demonic. Many of the songs have evil messages, and or the artists have sold their souls. Yeah. It's just the thing about pop music, modern pop music at least, I don't like it, not because I think it's demonic, but rather because I think it's boring. Not even because, it's demonic and this and that, but it's just so boring to hear it, and it's become so unappealing for me. And heavy metal and rap and pop are all demonic. Yeah. Um, and you have um, sorry Metro, but modern R&B as it is, like with auto tune. It just makes it sound soulless. On top of being demonic, modern pop music is talentless. All computer generated racket with singers using voice filters. Yeah, voice filters and auto tune. It just makes the whole thing feel like, what's the point of even listening anymore? Music died after the early 2000s. Yeah, um, it started dying after the early 2000s, yes. Some hits from, I guess, the 2010s. Anything after COVID, for me, that's what did it. But anything, I guess, before 2017 or 16 um, was still decent. It's not perfect, definitely not. But at the same time, it's a lot better than what we have now. Yeah. Even, what? What else? Um, that's why 95.7 is my favorite, the spot is my favorite radio station. No pop music, just early 70s, early 2000s. Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, you get the likes of Chic. You got, I know Madonna is a Satanist now, but yeah, even that is more effortful than many of the music of the modern era. Um, MJ, you got Prince, you've got Journey, Brian Adams, Foreigner. I Want to Know What Love is my favorite, and Bon Jovi and other songers. Spot is the closest thing Houston will have to Jack FM. Yes, indeed. Ashley, I will look at your email. I love Aphex Twins and this obscure music called Rat Axis UK. They bangers. I love electronic music and I like weekend songs, but they are good, but not my favorite. So yeah. Um, and no offense to many of the house music that's out there, like it's just I don't know. I just feel like music, that type of music is it just feels so dry. I need to have some moisture. That's why I like the synthesizers from the 80s. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Sorry, I'm not going to read it out loud. I almost forgot. Can you. Yeah. Anything. Journey was at the Houston's Road Year Roadier. I just invented a new word, roadier, rodeo last year. Creed will be there for this year's concert. Hey, Creed is. Let me just look at the genre of Creed. It's a rock band. Is it considered? It's post grunge, hard rock, alternative metal. But what I have heard from, I think, Scott Stapp, yes, he is a Christian. Yeah, I just replied to your email, um, my friend. Yeah. Yeah, just let me know when, and then we can go from there. And we'll see if I have some time. I most likely do have time at that time. But yeah. Oh, and I mentioned Desperate earlier, but Desperate played at, uh, let me pull it up. It played at 10, or sorry, not 10, 9:47, I think? No, 9:50. Played at 9:50 on KBNJ Corpus Christi. All the cars at NRG Center will be moved out. They have other events this month. Then come March, the building will be full of livestock and vendors. Rodeo kicks off March 2nd. Are you planning to go there? Or will you be busy with work? I remember a stop motion animated short film called Danny Boy I used to watch when I was little on YouTube, and I was horrified by it and scared of it. But when I got older, I rewatched it. I loved it. Danny Boy. Let me look that up. Personal reasons? Oh, okay. It's by Marek uh, Skrbecki because it's Polish. Uh, Danny Boy. Huh. Well, you ain't kidding about it being stop motion. Man, this stop motion stuff is pretty interesting. Why are there people walking without heads? Huh. Blind. And people getting run over and crashing, and wow. From Nikos Janopoulos. Or Janopoulos. Janopoulos. The parking lot outside of NRG Center and just east of the Astrodome will be full of carnival rides. Right. Oh, speaking of carnival, there was a carnival, well, there was a fair in Kingsville just last week. Yeah. Uh, Back out desperate. When I hear the word desperate, I hear NFL uh, YouTube creators say desperate or something along the line. They say they're desperate about this and that. And then Jim Nance was Josh Allen desperately throws. It's incomplete. And the Chiefs will get the ball. Now I can't get, when I hear that word, I can't help but think of the song Desperate. By the way, what do y'all think of this intro from FSN? Ooh, ladies. And then basketball. This is from 2006, 2007. Lakers. I emailed you. All right. Sure thing. What? That is a rather fire intro. That no cap, as Gen Z says, or Gen Alpha or whatever. Quite possibly the best intro in FSN history. I just replied to you, Ashley. Stop motion video for class college back in 2012. Back in class back in 2012. They used a toy gorilla, a Hot Wheels police car and camera tripod to make it. Hey, kudos to whoever makes the stop motion video. Those takes a lot of effort. You have to, uh, what, if I'm not mistaken, what you basically have to go for is you animate it, you take a photo, and then you animate it, you move it into place, and then again, and then again, and again, and again. All right, Ashley. All right, I've emailed you once again, Ashley. It was supposed to look like a gorilla that was on a rampage. One cop car was chasing it and goes underneath the tripod, and with an index card taped to it that said jail on it. Yes, it is just a series of photos stitched together into a sequence and converted into a video via Adobe After Effects or Premiere. Yeah, basically what you're doing is you're taking a lot of frames. Lots of pictures, which are your frames. Yeah, that's what they are, frames. And you put them together. Dude, I watched The Cathedral of Emotions, a German animated film by Helmut Herbst. It kind of sucked. The animation was weird and the story was utter nonsense and it was kind of creepy. Yeah. Those things are weird. Search that film up real quick. Oh, sorry. Um, helmet. Yeah, I saw your message. It's basically the same message that you typed in at first. So I replied back. Helmet Herbst. Uh, by. Or sorry, Cathedral of New Emotions. No, I don't want sticky keys. Okay. What is this? Do we have Chewbacca? We got Chewbacca. Then what else we have? We have a hand with a microwave. We've got. What is this? Oh, psychedelic. So that's what you see when you trip on LSD, I guess. I haven't done LSD, so I can't tell for sure. Ew. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I just watched the trailer. Yes. Yeah, so I watched the trailer, excuse me. It looks very interesting, to say the least. All right. I know this lost Brazilian animated film by 1917 called Shikinui Jakunzu. Search it if. All right, let's look at that. It's just a person with their dog. Huh. Man, I'm so sleepy. Hmm. Same here. I had a busy yet awesome day today. Well, I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep because I spent my time binge searching Jamie McDonald on the web. In fact, I just finished listening to. Uh, Before this stream, I finished listening to Jamie McDonald "Left It in the River." Take a listen to that. Oh, I got out a prayer. Okay. Three. I am going to post card shows on pictures on Facebook tomorrow. I'll post a picture to this screen of me with buffalo tenders added slice. Adult carry coulda coco. Oh! A certain cutie saw your story. Ooh! Let's go. Is it one of the people that we've previously known, you and I? An adult rhythm game called Spunk Stock Music Festival. It was kind of mad. The game was easy. The art was good. The overall would have submitted the adult rhythm game. That sounds. Not gonna lie, that sounds like something sexual. Yeah, we're not gonna look that up. But sorry, but thanks anyways. Oh no way! She actually saw your. Oh wow! Let's go. See, God. Okay, I'll be honest. There's times where I'm like, relax. Maybe it won't happen, but nevertheless, God is still with you. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, what am I? What person am I to tell my friend that? I don't know what I say. In fact, I'm gonna get judged like Job did. So, instead, I said to you one time, look, stay in there. Something is gonna happen. Some breakthrough is gonna happen. I sent you an email. Yeah, I'm typing it out. Sheesh. Yeah. That's something. There's first ever milker failure Bad word, Mayor Muy Bridge. They made horse in motion, made the words late 1800s. Hmm. You really love your motion graphics, don't you? I just typed to you a fairly short prayer. Nevertheless, you may add or change as long as not as long as you. Yes. I responded to some emails again. He must be a stop motion enthusiast. Yeah, that's what I think he is. Yeah, just I've replied again. I'm gonna have to log off soon, Ashley, but please, I plead to you, do not worry about what you do. I know you're probably going to keep on sending me some emails, but please do not trouble yourself, because by troubling yourself, you're only allowing yourself to be more subdued by the enemy that is the devil. So, what I say is pray to the Lord. Pray to Him that He may give you all these things that you're requesting. The Stars have been on a winning streak lately. Just updating the Stars news. They are playing the Jets tomorrow. I think the Jets are terrible this time. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Jets are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're 12 in their conference, I believe. Are the Jets going to be another Leafs? Well, the difference with the Leafs is that the Leafs are pretty good in the post in the the Leafs are actually last in their division, which is not good for them. And that would be number 13th in their conference. Wow. That's a shocker. I thought they would at least be a decent playoff team. But I guess not. When it comes to winning. Well, their general managers don't tend to the right Gypsy that they need. They don't focus on, like, the Edmonton Oilers. I think it was goaltending or defense. I'm not sure. I think it was goaltending. But Maple Leafs, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's almost as if they were cursed to never win a championship after 1967. Oh man. Shinjuan. Again, I know. Oh, sorry. Uh, I know Sesame Street did animated. It sucked they stopped doing it. If they could have done it way longer. Like, I didn't even know that they did animated intros back then. Well, they have a live action intro here. I really am feeling sleepy. I'm just gonna look at this quickly. Oh, somebody's. Well, in 1969, it's all in live action. I plan to stream Stars Crush My Jetsies tomorrow. Ooh, baby. I am so sorry that you have to witness that. But yeah. Yeah. We'll be there for sure. Speaking of Sesame Street, did anyone watch Bear in the Big Blue House growing up? No. It's the first time I heard of that. Is that the Disney version of Sesame Street? Sounds familiar, question. Yeah, it is. But seriously, time flies. As yeah, it's crazy. Jim Henson made the show and it was on Playhouse Disney in the late 90s and 2000s. Yeah, I never heard of that one. Yep, time flies. For me, time flew really slowly while I was in Mexico, admittedly. It did. Yeah, I know. Even 2009 to some extent feels like yesterday. Oh, yeah. For me, I guess my golden year was 2011. Oh, I know I've seen flowers and meat poor adult graphics. They're disgusting. Ew, that's awful. Really. Um, yeah, I'll definitely stay away from those uh, shows. 2011 was a golden year. That's when I graduated high school and started school at the Art Institute. Yeah, yeah. All right. I emailed you. All right. I'm gonna be wrapping up soon, so uh, thank you so much. Okay. Yes. Going there despite the lone nightmare, it was actually a blessing. Place that they forgave. The school being predatory. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Oh, by the way, Ashley, you sent the same email again. Uh, yeah. So, John, what I would say is don't watch that. It's it's way too it's too much for us. It's too much for you, and it's not. Um, yeah, it's not. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't like it. Remember Aphex Twins, guys? Aphex Twin? Oh, they're a musician. Mm, wow. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, music is not my thing. Oh man. So um, we're going to be.
It takes 2 hours or 4 hours. I live. I need some. It's 3 by. Hey.
When I'm rushing to turn in my assignment or my paper, us students can't take slow for an answer. If you want to be worry-free like me on deadline.
All right. So yeah. I knew the Blue Lagoon movie sucked hard because they were sleeping on the lifeboat and they were saved. Albert Einstein looking dude saved and the movie ends abruptly. I'm going to give you an even weirder movie. There's this movie called Rubber. It's about a tire. It's literally about a tire that rolls. Then there's another movie which I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a person getting buried at the end by two girls. They ended up burying that guy alive. The things that these folks make movies on is just insane. Greeting from Paris, France. God bless you, nickname unauthorized. Shout out to Florence. All right. By the way, thank you for the Statue of Liberty. Um, yeah, that's right. The French gave us the Statue of Liberty. All right. I'm gonna again put all my stuff into my fridge. Well, actually, I'm just gonna take it all with me. All this stuff. All right. And I know the Blue Lagoon movie sucked. You should watch it. Thank you for the warm welcome. Smash the like button and sub. Yes, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Yeah, we're getting ready to call it. Yeah. But thank you for catching us at the last possible moment. It is 11:06, folks. Thank you to whoever sticked around. We'll end it in just a moment. Stand by. As I have a little bit of tuna. Do I become a moderator? Not just yet. Not yet. But if I see you are worthy of a moderator, you will certainly get it. All good. Means I'll catch you on the next live. Oh, for sure. Subway's tuna on toasted wheat is awesome. Oh, man. I should try it on Longhorn bread. Oh, speaking of Longhorn, we went there today and it was good bread. Other than the United States, I've been to Mexico and El Salvador. Those are the only two countries I've been to. We don't have many Subways in France. We have Mr. Sub. Is it good? At Cheddar's, they had croissants, or croissant, which were awesome. Fresh out of the oven, melts right in your mouth. I like that these croissants have flaky layers. Subway's worldwide and 100% franchise. France, Spain, Dominican Republic, Mexico, and Martinique, and etc. I guess a place I could go. Every Subway is franchise. Subway has 0 corporate-owned outlets. Interesting. Subway. We have TV Subways with 90 locations, so gotta keep eyes open. Ouch. Plan to go to Asia and the Middle East in something 2026. Okay. Anybody ever been to Germany? I have a friend named Will. He says he's gonna go to Germany. Home Depot and Lowe's in Canada had Subways, liking them how Walmart had McDonald's. Wow, I didn't know that. In Walmart, we have Subway At least the one in Port Laka. We have a subway, and in Victoria too. Canning? What does canning mean? Oh, North Korea? Definitely not. They're gonna be as far from American as they can. In North Korea, I hope one day we get to see North Korea fully open. So basically, oh, caning, like a walk, like a cane for walking. Okay. Sorry. And Justin Harris, God bless you and welcome in. All right. I'm just gonna pack up my stuff, and I'm gonna see what's going on. Radio station KBNJ. All right. I'm going to gather my McDonald's in Walmart was a 90 cents, so they changed to Subway or Charlie subs. Howdy, God bless you, brother. Sorry. What is your view on age verification? Age verification. That's a good question. I haven't really investigated into that. But I think, here's what I think. If you have nothing to, if you are not guilty of anything, you have nothing to worry about. It's good because it makes, good use in preventing young people from accessing a restricted product, Yeah. Some people have Mickeys. Their Walmart Mickeys just hit different. Oh, yeah. I think they used to have a Walmart McDonald's in Victoria. I think, yeah, they did. So, yeah, those were times. Christian G, what are you doing? I'm walking outside. That's what I'm doing. Christian G, what's up, my man? May God bless you and keep you, brother. Kmart's, yeah, give me just a moment. Somebody burnt something. Trust me, I will be live for a little bit, but I will have to head into retirement of this stream. No, not actual retirement. I mean, I'm going to retire this stream. In other words, stop it. Thanks, bro. Glad to see you. But we starting to know that age verification is not good, and minors could bypass it by using VPNs and fake IDs. So I think age verification is not good as you think it is. Yeah, that. Which age verification? Yada yada. This is. Stars find a new job. Well, if adult websites go bankrupt, it's a good thing, actually, because we won't have pornography. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Interesting. That's good. All right. Yeah. They gotta run, like and subscribe. Take it easy, fellas. Godspeed. God bless you. Sleep deep. Rise and shine bright, and go in peace. And seek the love of the Lord, Justin. Thanks for stopping by. Tennessee. I got family in Tennessee, brother. So maybe the next time I go there, we could get there. Maybe I'll. Who knows? I don't know. One of my uncles went to prison in Chattanooga, so yeah. But yeah, God bless you, and thank you so much for finding this stream. We'll see you on the next one. What about the stars that get paid and get better treatment and they lose their job? What will they do now? Well, even if it's just working as a janitor, that's a lot more glorifying than being an adult star. Yeah. You know, you too, my friend. Amen, brother. God is so good. He is. Put him in everything you do. Add him as your MSG. Just like Uncle Roger uses MSG. Add him into everything, and he'll make things happen. Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, those are Godfathers or Marco's. Which one is your favorite and why? I'd say Domino's, just because it has that familiar floury texture. I love the texture of their pizzas. Oh man. Yeah, I don't want to compromise with those stars. Having to resort to those dirty jobs of adult stars. You're realizing it's driving users to darker parts of the internet, and minors getting traumatized as this age result of education. I think we should just close those websites anyway. People are gonna hate it, but it'll actually make the world a much better place. Marcos is my favorite, but I had second Pete's favorite. It's Domino's. I never tried Marcos. Oh man. I agree. Make adult entertainment illegal. It just contributes to the downfall of society. Oh yeah, for sure. What else? Oh, song. Hold on.
Ashes for beauty.
Sorry it was too loud, but yeah, you probably know this song, Christian. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's one of my favorite songs. That's my favorite song on Christian radio. But not all adult content is immoral. Some is supposed to be artistic and doesn't encourage lust and stuff, and some are bad and some are good. There's a line to be made. I think adult content, if it's artistic, they're imposing lustful poses, which that in itself is already immoral. I equate it to this. You take a dump on a canvas and you call it art. That's basically what it is. That's what our society has gone down to. You basically take a dump on a canvas. Sorry for being extra, but you do that and you call it art. Isn't that crazy? And oh goodness, I even find this funny. There's Michael Knowles, I think that's his name. He said, reasons to vote for Democrats, and it consists of blank pages except for the titles, blank, 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 blank. I think that's actually funny. That's what I'm saying. Does foster lust, which is a sin. Yeah. If you're trying to make a compromise to allow adult content, then you're already compromising holiness. You're compromising the safety. You're compromising with an evil. You're compromising. That's what you're doing. Yeah, that song was "We Are Messengers, God Be the Glory." And as of 2024, I think, or 25 perhaps, 2024, when I first heard it on KSBJ, which is in Houston, it became my favorite song on Christian radio. Not all NSFW artists are bad. Some are really nice people with healthy relationships. Not every is bad. I know I'm not Christian, but there's a line to be drawn. Yeah, and I'm not saying they're terrible people. I'm just calling out their immorality, because NSFW is immoral by nature. If you have to study it in order to be a doctor or a gynecologist, for example, or other bodily functions, then so be it. But if it's just NSFW for the sake of being NSFW, then I would not allow it. I think the stream just went out for just a moment. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Yeah, my stream is going to go out. You still doing it? Okay, thank you. But yeah. The only reason I would think that you would allow graphic content is if you were studying for gynecology or studying for, you know, a doctor who specializes in reproductive organs. But they like the content, it's okay, and it's okay in moderation, not be children. Um, I don't, like, I get why they did it, but it's not a good look. No matter how you put it, the content, it's not something that glorifies and much less glorifies God. I do know that there's somebody who posted a video of someone giving birth on Instagram, which it's beautiful to see a baby, but I'll be honest, I'm not on board with that, you know, going the extra mile. I wish you the best and may God reveal himself to you so you can learn about his only begotten Son who died on the cross to save every one of us. Yes, that is true, my friend John. God bless you. And Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for our sins and rose again on the third day for your salvation. The day you accept it will be the greatest decision you will ever make. People need to know NSFW content is fake and should not be taken seriously, but there's stupid people that take it seriously, but they treat it as reality, and I see this not real, unrealistic. Yeah, NSFW, you know. Sorry. Yeah. No matter how you put it, it's not whether it's fake or real. It's just immoral by default. I'm not going to pretend like I never watched NSFW before. I have, but sorry. Especially the way our generations view it, it's unhealthy in dating relationships and unhealthy when it psychologically changes how they view people. That's what I'll say. Exactly. It doesn't have to be real to encourage sin. Cartoons often encourages sin to children. Let's take it up and don't take it real and don't get attacked. You put it into big flat label, it's not real. Yeah. You could say, well, it's up to them to decide not to do it, but if that fails, what? You can't just let them go and go on with their business. You have to put a stop to it eventually. You have to try and get them off of that content. They should tell you it's not real, not how it really is. Or they should just not watch it at all. Sadly, people will watch it and yeah, we are not monsters and Okay. We're going up to the dorm, and I only have a few things of battery. This was a fun field trip to the lobby. Yeah, you got to see what it looks like when I expect a song like Left It in the River, Desperate, or God Be the Glory appear. I go to the parking lot, I try to wait for the song, and see it play.